G'day. So the higambana, the spider lily, is actually almost in full bloom, and yes, what that means for me is hornet attacks. I've never actually had a hornet attack when these have not been in bloom. That's a major hornet attack, the one where they try and destroy the actual hive. So yeah, higambana is actually quite a beautiful sight. They litter the countryside. They make great photos, but they're poisonous, so don't eat them. And there's some stigma or something to do with the Buddhist religion, which I'm not actually 100% sure about. Yeah, I was just actually noticed that all these leaves are being chomped, and lo and behold, there are some kind of caterpillar chowing down on them. Definitely looks poisonous to me. Ooh. And yeah, there's a heap of them. Wow. Cool. Go home and see what caterpillar. Whoa, look at that. Wow, he's starting to dance. Yeah. Go. This is just down from my beehives. It's a whole lot of egg plants are flowering. I just come down to check what kind of insects are eating on the plant, and hopefully try and get some photos, but it's super hard to get photos of or macros of insects flying. Quite a lot of my bees are coming down and feasting. Tons of hoverflies and a couple of beetles. No hornets so far. Normally hornets come down to feast on the insects eating this plant, but none so far. No snakes too, by the way. That's good. Oh well, I'll get back actually. That's the hoverfly I've been trying to get a picture of. Looks like a bumblebee, but it's a hoverfly. Let's see if I can get a photo of it. And there's the giant hornet. Okay, so this is working kinda well. The hornets, ooh. It must be hornets from a different nest. So the hornets can get through, but I prefer the bigger size nets so the bees can basically fly through. Here we go. Ah, there. So what happens if with a small net, that's what happens, they pick them off. Yeah, so we are losing some bees, but definitely not as much as last year. Okay. I just listened to that, and that did not make a lot of sense. So I'll try and explain the net size with one of these voiceover thingies. So right now I'm using a 12mm wild boar net. Seems to be working well so far. The reason I chose 12mm over 6 or 8 was because I wanted the bees to fly straight through the net. I don't want them stopping on the outside because they get picked off by the hornets. And also, I've noticed in the past that if the gauge of the net is small so they can't fly in, they actually consider that, or they may consider that part of their hive, and they're actually trying to go out and protect it. I want the net protecting the bees, not the bees trying to protect the net. So right now for me, 12mm definitely seems to be working. Some yellow hornets are getting through, but the majority seem to just say, nah, screw this, I'll go off somewhere else. But time will tell. Maybe towards the end of the season, the yellow hornets will get a bit more adventurous and try and force their way in. I'm not too sure how it's going to handle the giant hornet so far. I talked to one of my friends. He's done basically what I did, but on a bigger scale. He's fenced his whole beehive in a 12mm net. And up until yesterday, it was working fine. Yesterday, he reported back to me. He emailed me and said that the hornets had flown right through into the net, right into the net, got tangled and chewed their way through. I'm hoping that doesn't happen with mine. So yeah, it may work, it may not. I guess this is something we're gonna have to like play around with. Hope that clears things up. These guys are relentless. These guys don't really, pretty hard to trap these ones too. They don't really get stuck in the traps we put out. Come on bees, just fly straight through. Bees are definitely not as freaked out. Normally they'd be wagging their tails. I put this thing on the bottom to stop the hornets from going underneath. Ant food. Okay, so it's kind of working. Might not get any giant hornets this year. Fingers crossed. Good luck, guys. I'll give you a bit of a feed today and then go home. No hornets test one. Okay, so the liquid that I use inside the beehive sometimes, apparently at a stronger concentration, will also keep the hornets at bay. They'll still come to the beehive, but they won't stay around. Of course, I don't believe it, but hey, I'm going to give it a go. Okay, well, I call bullshit on that one then.